Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. My name is Alona Taraka, and welcome back to WIJT video show on our YouTube channel. Today is Sunday, and it is Happy Father's Day 2024. So I wish all the fathers out there, all around the world, a very happy Father's Day, and I hope you have fun with your family and friends. For today, what I'd like to do is dedicate today to my father, my late father, Vincent, and I'd like to share with you a sermon that he had written while he was traveling around Europe. He was a history teacher, and he had the opportunity to make this presentation for a congregation. So, the topic of this sermon is called The Search for Paradise. Ever since the first human on this planet opened his eyes and saw all the wonderment around him and took in the first breath of life, all humans that followed this first creature have dedicated their lives towards the endless task of improving their existence on this earth. The long road humans have traveled to achieve this has not, as you all know, been an easy one. War, disease, and natural disasters have slowed him down a bit, and at the present time, the struggle continues. History tells us that at times situations got so bad that the search for a better life seemed hopeless. To combat this hopelessness, many ideas were introduced that promised a better life, if not in this world, then possibly in the next. Different societies have given this unearthly life different names. Some call it heaven, some call it paradise, Shangri-La, and the American Indian referred to it as the happy hunting ground. But no matter what the name, they all refer to an existence that is trouble-free, full of wonderful things, and crowned with an endless love for one another. And for thousands of years, humans have dedicated themselves to what seems to be an endless search for this existence. These beliefs of such an existence have influenced our thought for thousands of years. And it is now a generally held belief that somewhere beyond the horizon lies this calm, peaceful, and glorious place. How then do we get there? Where do we find the key that will open the door to this place? And finally, does such a place beyond the horizon really exist? I will attempt to answer these questions in the reverse order. First, it is my firmly held belief that this heavenly place that I have been referring to does not really exist in any kind of physical place. I firmly believe that each and every one of us has such a place deep within him or herself. Our destination then lies not far away, but perhaps more difficult to reach than if this paradise that we seek truly existed in some far-off magical kingdom. If paradise truly exists within each and every one of us, how then do we swing open the gates to get in? Poets and philosophers have tried to tell us for years, and I tell it to you now. The key lies within our minds, our souls, and our hearts. We must use the untapped power that lies within these things to love, understand, and tolerate one another without condition. But, my dear friends, these things are not easy to do. Human nature being what it is, and with the many differences that exist between us, these things are at times difficult to put into practice. However, Matthew tells us in chapter 22, verses 34 to 40, that the Pharisees asked Jesus, "What is the great commandment in the law?" Jesus responded by saying, "Thou shalt love the Lord thy God with all thy heart, and with all thy soul, and with all thy mind." He continues by saying, "Thou shalt love your neighbor as thyself." And these two commandments hang all of the law and of the prophets. It's all in the law and the prophets. All we have to do is abide by these commandments, and Jesus will lead us to paradise. But still, we hesitate to follow. History is a record of one people pitted against another, because one group or the other could not tolerate the differences that existed between them. But we do not have to look beyond ourselves to find this hate and intolerance that has blocked our way to reaching paradise. We must then put into practice the same love that God has for us towards our fellow man. In 1 John chapter 4, we are told that love is of God, and everyone that loves is born of God and knoweth God. And if God so loved us, we ought also to love one another. And if we love one another, God dwelleth in us, and his love is perfected in us. If we are to believe our religious teachers that God is love, we must become one with God, then we are with love, and then our minds, our souls, and our hearts become filled with joy and happiness, and everything seems wonderful. Is this not paradise? But when we reach this state of being, our task is not complete. We must spread this joy, love, and happiness to all our fellow humans, so they too can experience paradise within themselves. Each and every one of us must dedicate him or herself to this responsibility without condition, and then perhaps we can all reach paradise and create a lasting heaven on earth. Thank you very much, and God bless. Thank you very much for your time and interest today with this Happy Father's Day celebration. And thank you again. And we love you. Bye.